arrow fly on that?
Yeah, yours is doing the same thing.
Total Archery Challenge is 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away from now, we'll actually be on our, probably by this time we'll be done with our first course. So it is that time to prep, and we're actually probably behind schedule for prepping. I haven't been shooting much lately, just kind of been doing other stuff. So it's time to get back to shooting. We just built some new arrows for Drew that I think he's going to be using at Total Archery Challenge. I'm still trying to decide which ones I'm going to be using, but we're going to go over both of our bows that we're going to be using for Total Archery Challenge, our arrows that we're between right now, and then we're going to shoot some. So, you want to go first, you and me?
I got a mouthful, you go ahead.
I'll go first. I am still shooting my Matthews Lift X 29.5, as you guys saw in another video. I've changed a little bit of stuff since then, mainly just adding a back bar to it, but I do have a back bar now. Got an 8-inch back bar, a 10-inch front bar, got the limb legs, 75-pound mods, 29-inch draw, and shooting about 308-ish feet per second with my arrows right now. And I've got the dialed proof on it, which I've been really happy with, been a really good sight so far, and a QAD MX2 Integrate Rest. So that basically is the gist of mine. For now, I've just got the stock match grade strings, maybe changing out for the new gas strings. What are the new ones? Do you remember?
It's X something.
It's something X, but the new gas strings that just came out, System X, maybe coming out with those if they have those available at TAC when we go. So maybe changing out some strings, maybe go up to 80-pound mods, we'll see. But for now, 75's doing pretty good, hitting the speeds I want with the arrows I want, and been happy with it. So now, Drew, you can go over your bow, and then we'll go over our arrows.
I have last year's Alpha X33. I have an Excel landslide for the sight. I do a single pin, but it's got it's 2-pin, but it's a single stack. I'm running the MX2, the quick drop away rest from them. Doing a 6-inch back bar and then an 8-inch front bar just off the bottom mount where they normally run the stubby. I have bison strings on there, which I don't know how long those are going to be on there. I got 80-pound limbs coming. I don't think they're going to be here in time for TAC, but we'll see. Right now I'm between Easton 5.0s and Rip TKOs, but the way I have my Rip TKOs built, it's just a heavier setup, and when you're shooting out to 100 yards, you really don't want to be running something that's close to 514 or 530, which I'm going to try and do some experimenting this year whenever I go deer hunt, and I'm going to run some lighter arrow setups. I'll probably be in the 460 to 480 range rather than shooting 530, which is it's a little heavy, and the arrow drop is just a lot. So,
and we're both kind of between the same type of arrows for our TAC arrows. This right here, the Easton 5.0 match grades. He's got some match grades and some non-match grades. No wraps on them, just AAE hybrid 26s with a 50 grain titanium half out. He's got the titaniums, I got the stainless half out, a 15 grain collar, and a 100 grain field tip. So that's our one arrow setups. They're both about the same. Mine are 27.5 inches carbon to carbon and are about 428, 429 grains. His are
431.
Yeah. His are 28-inch arrows carbon to carbon, and his almost all 20 or all 2 or 3 dozen of them, almost all of them are 400 or 431.4 grains. So majority of them were spot on. So the other arrow that he may be between, I'm not sure your exact Rip TKO setup, but mine is the Rip TKO cut to 27 7/8 inch, 50 grain, the standard, I think this is, what are these, the Aluma-Shock half outs with a 100 grain field tip, and I've got the Boning X3s on them right now. They're okay, I like them. AAE hybrids for me are flying a little bit better, but just for the time being, trying to decide which ones fly better. I would rather destroy some Rip TKOs at TAC if I'm going to destroy any, instead of my Eastons. But
you've had a couple seasons through those too.
Yeah, this is my second or third season, actually, yeah, third season on these Rips, so I'd rather destroy these than my Eastons. But today we're going to shoot a little bit at longer yardage. I'll shoot both, see which one's flying better. If the Eastons are flying better, then I think I'm going to stick with those. So
you got better components in those two. Not saying the Victory's components are good, but the Podium, the 2-piece, are really spot on. The collars fit over the inserts, I mean, to a T. They're about as close tolerance-wise as you can get without being something that you have to push on. that makes it easy to remove if you want to shoot without collars or with collars.
We're gonna get shooting. We just warmed up at 20 yards just to get a feel of everything again. Got the target straight behind us at 60 yards across the pond. So we're gonna shoot 60. We got a spot at 70, a spot at 80, and then we're gonna back up. We'll see, maybe to 100. I would like to, but it is, it's a little breezy and there's a bad crosswind. Usually it's coming from the front of the house, the wind, but this time it's coming across the pond, so it's a little bit breezy. Would be good practice for tack though, because Tennessee is gonna be the long shots up on the top of the hill or the top of the mountain. It's gonna be a little bit sketchy, so.
100 plus yards with elevation change.
Not perfect.
Yeah, not ideal for keeping your arrows in one piece.
Yours or mine? That you were aiming at?
Be mine.
That was higher. That looks better. That looks like you're dead center. This is where I'm not sure if this is going to be on or not.
You were good elevation on 20, but I think every bow is at 20.
Just to the left. Woo! I mean, elevation was good, just off to the left.
Yeah. That one penetrated so far.
I want to shoot one of those dots, but at the same time, it's going to go through and hit one of.
You hit that bottom right dot.
I'm not that good.
There you are.
I was aiming for the bottom middle dot. I pulled a little bit to the left, but below my other arrows. This next round, we're going to throw the GoPro up down there so you guys can see some impact points. Wasn't bad. I pulled a little bit to the left on a few of my shots. Drew's first two, pin was just a little bit off on his sight tape, but got it all figured out on the last, so now he's good. Finished with a pretty good group. So mine elevation was solid. I just kept on going to the left. So yeah, gonna throw the GoPro, pull some arrows, and want to do 60 again, or you want to back it up to 70? We can throw it at 70.
Just hold like a smidge high.
I'm at 72 and a half right here.
Oh yeah?
Which is fine. Here goes nothing. Elevation's perfect. It's 3 inches to the right. That one was a bad result. It's getting warm. It's like dead, like pretty close to center and dead in between the bottom 2 yellow dots. Straight right, barely on the target on the right side, but you're a little bit above the right side yellow dot. Very, like 5 o'clock on the middle yellow ring. Perfect, middle dot. You're like on the, at 3 o'clock on the middle black dot. Right where your second one was at the, like 5 o'clock on the yellow. Right side black dot, but you're good elevation wise. That was a lot better of a round. I think it was just that sight tape was just a tiny bit off.
Well, I'm focusing on my hand, and this is the first time I've really focused on my release hand and making sure I'm not punching.
A little bit high and right. Gosh, just right below it. Oh, that one was bad. I felt like I punched the trigger on that one. Yeah, yours is pretty good. Mine wasn't that good. It's not terrible, but
well, left to right was pretty solid.
yeah. So
I feel like I'm a smidge right, but not enough to really matter. I don't think. It's 70 yards, and there's also a left to right wind.
yeah, I wouldn't be real worried about that because that left to right wind probably does more to it.
I'm willing to bet that's probably the majority of it.
We're back at 80 yards now, and it's a little bit more representing of a tack shot. So I know you guys can't really see it from here that well. Actually, really at all. Right there, you can see the red dot. Gonna have to shoot over this bush by the pond a little bit, and it's just tucked back in there by some brush. Gonna be kind of difficult, but good practice. Drew will go first, see about if he can lose one of his 6 dozen Eastons that he's got. Gosh, there's so much loop in your arrows still.
Really?
Yeah. Shoot from like right in front of my arrows. That way you have a little bit more of a straight shot. Like, yeah, right there. That way you have a little bit better of a straight shot at it.
Will tack have a straight shot?
Do what?
Will tack have a straight shot?
Barely out of the middle black dot. Perfect.
Really?
I think it's in this the center black dot. If not, you're right on the edge of the yellow and the black.
Very good.
Hill.
You can refletch mine. You're good at it.
Left side.
Definitely thought that duck was about to fly straight. Even with you.
Just like, was it Nolan Ryan's fastball or who?
Randy.
Randy?
Randy Johnson.
Yeah.
Blew up that pigeon.
Yeah, I'm left side, but elevation's good.
Yeah.
That flew of the arrow flight wasn't great, but it looked straight.
Your top left quadrant. In the insert.
Oh yeah, like just a little bit above the black dot on the right side.
Yeah. Left side.
That thing, it was doing a very like small corkscrew, parachuting a little bit, but I think just a little bit high. Probably the upper black dot. I don't even think I'm going to shoot my Eastons at this point because these are flying. Probably about the same spot.
I think I heard arrow slapping.
Yep. Let's go check it out. You want to do 80 again, or you want to try to back it to 100?
I don't know if I'm gonna have clearance.
Really?
I don't think I'm going to.
You don't need it for tag. Not even with your bottom pin?
Well, my bottom pin, yeah. But I haven't gapped it yet.
I mean, that may not be a bad thing to do then.
Yeah, what I'll probably end up doing is putting my bottom pin. I'll go as low as the clearances I have.
Yeah.
And then just see
where your bottom pin hits and then adjust from there.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Because that's going to be really good for you to at least get an idea for it.
Yeah.
Target is moved back even farther. Drew's going to go first. I think you can see it right there.
Figure out where my clearance stops.
I'm going to range it too, just to check. Really seeing where Drew's clearance is and seeing where his pin gaps are, because he hasn't shot this far yet. This will definitely be his longest shot, and of course the wind just picked up.
Well, no, I can hit 100.
Yep, 100.3, 99.9. I think we just found out him and his slow Hoyt don't have clearance to 100. I can't say anything because mine was a Hoyt that I had that barely had clearance to 100 before. Hit your target.
Did I?
I can't tell where, but I just see grass. That looked better. I can't see it. It's on the right side, but it looked a lot better. See if I can hit it. I hit the target. I didn't see where it went. Right side off the target. Yep. That wind hit it as soon as I went to release. Left side. That arrow flew really good. It was just left side. High.
Yes.
No, that's 3 inches low. Yeah.
I thought I saw a rock.
I did too, but that's almost in the white, like 3 inches low. Last round was not great. Got a little bit windy here towards the end too, so I think we're gonna call it a day. Gonna go back, finish some more arrows up for Drew. He's got 2 dozen more that we're currently building, so gonna go finish those up. But we will be bringing the cameras along with us at TAC both days that we're there, so stay tuned for those videos to come out. We'll see you in the next one.